Hi Intune friends. In today's video I got a comment in another video about the packages software called DaVinci Resolve. Never used it, never packaged, and that's maybe what's going to be fun with this video, because you're going to see a bit my way how I find things, and probably going to fail on a few. So the comment managed to package it, but it still say failed from Intune, so that's probably the detection rule. We're going to dig into that, and you can fast forward or choose a chapter. Let's get started. So we need the installation files, right? So I'll go to Google and we do download DaVinci Resolve, exactly that. And here is the page, black magic design. We want Windows, there's no click there. Here, probably need to fill in this information, so I can't click. Yeah, okay. Well, let's fill in that. So hopefully it let me download. Yep, here we got the download file, what we were only interested in. Fairly big, nearly 3 gigabytes. See if I have cleaned my download folder. Probably not, since I didn't prepare. It looks like it's done. Yeah, I did not. The last FileZilla video files are still here. Okay, so we have it. Let's unzip it. We can use the built-in Windows for that. Extract all. Sure, show me the files when they have been extracted. Okay, so it's just an exe file. I think the comment mentioned further that there is an MSI in it, but I think we can keep it like this. So let's cut this one, because I don't want to work out of the downloads folder. I usually, on the root of C, I have something called Intune packages, and we can do a Shift Control N and create, and for moment I call it just DaVinci. That's not how you spell it. Like that. And Resolve, was it? Resolve. It looked like it was 20.2 or something. Let's pretend it's, let's imagine it's a 64-bit. It could be a 32-bit. And in here we need 2 folders. You have followed my video, know this, but I'll explain all the steps here. So we're going to call one output. That's where we're going to put the Intune Win file. And we call one source. That's where we're going to keep all the things that's going to be in the Intune Win file. So we're going to work a lot here in the source. I'm going to do a Control V to paste the DaVinci Resolve 2. Oh, perfect. We're going to do a test install outside Intune just to see how it works and see which parameters. No idea which parameters. We could ask an AI tool or something. Since it's an exe file, I'm going to guess it's /Q or something like that, or we need to extract this one. Since he mentioned it is an MSI, we could extract it, run it. I'm hesitating. Oh, here's the full version, 2. And then 013. I would like to name this one that later. You know what? Let's install it. There's 2 ways. Either we run it, and during the installation we capture the MSI. Well, it would be sweet if we could keep it just an exe file. Let's see if that works. So I'm gonna open a classic CMD as admin, because we need to install. So it has to say administrator up here. And let me see if I can change a bit the font, a bit. Let's do 24, scary big. No, that's fine. And let's put ourselves in the directory. So we are under C Windows System because we started as administrator. We can do many ways. We can do CD /. That means that we will come to the root, which is C:. So now we're down here. If we do a dir, we see that we have my folder here, Intune packages. So I go Intune packages. I had to tab 3 times because I put just an I was lazy, or IN, first init pub, and third here. Then I can do backslash, and I remember that mine was called something DaVinci. So I just put the D and A, and then I press the tab, and we're in here, and remember that we copied into source. So if we go in here, CD means change directory. It's actually a change folder, but directory got stolen by Active Directory later, so they named it folder. If we do a dir here, we have our file. So I'm just going to simply run this file with a /. Sometimes it needs a capital Q or lowercase q. I try a lowercase q, see if it's going to install silent or not. If it doesn't, then we can run it manually and then capture if it extracts some files. We'll see here. If we take task manager, because right now, since we run it silent, we don't see so much. Should we guess that what would take the most process? Anti-malware. Okay, it is extracting. So far it's silent. I don't have to click on anything. We'll see if it stays that way. So it's extracting. That would be interesting. It's probably extracting an MSI as comment said. Okay, is that? Oh, and now it's running those files. Oh, it's installing some Visual C++ requirements also. That's nice. As long as it's doing it silent and I don't have to click next or accept something, we could maybe go with this as our install file, but we'll see. This didn't give so much. Oh, here's the, we see at least the installer is running. Maybe it's better to do on name, at least it doesn't go around. Yeah, okay, it's still, I thought I saw something. Edge installer, interesting. Don't think you need to install Edge, but that's maybe something else. I didn't look before I ran. Nah, task manager didn't give so much. Oh, there it is. DaVinci resolver. We could open file location just to see. Okay, so it's still there, but it looked 32-bit. So it's maybe 32-bit installer, which would make sense. Here you see it's resolver MSI. We could go and capture this file and upload. It's using a lot of cab files. But if we don't have to, nice. We can maybe keep it like this. Oh, and now it cleared the temp files, which is fine. Seems to do something. Edge, is this today? Maybe this is something else. I haven't updated the Edge one. Is maybe not related to this one. We got back the prompt. Does that mean we have DaVinci? We do have DaVinci. Again, I never use this. Black Magic proxy general. It's something we do, I think. Is it finished? We can go to programs and features, which is called installed apps now, right? Oops. Installed apps, and see what it says. It looks like we might have it. Filter by, sort by date, right? Date installed should be one of the top. Well, I haven't started this machine, so I got some. Okay, so raw components, DaVinci Resolve, 5.12 gigabyte. Oh, there are multiple things coming in here. Game assist, did that come with this? Maybe. Yeah, as I mentioned, a lot is being updated now on this machine. I should have prepared it a bit more maybe, but okay. So we have our install line, and that's great. I think I'm gonna do this video a bit different. Usually in my videos, I create a PowerShell script who call this with this parameter, and we could do that, but I'm going to show a faster way. We can just upload this file as it is, and then in the command line in Intune, just call this file with the Q. And I think that's fine. If you need to add some register key, some add more, then or copy some extra shortcuts, or then it's better to create the PowerShell script and do that. I have so many videos on that. Look at my channel. So I think I might go the fast way for this one. But now when we have installed, it's important to see where it installed. It looked like it was the 32-bit installer. So then I'm going to the root of C. So it's probably here on the program files x86, which is where 32. And I see already there are some new folders here. Blackmagic Design. Okay. So we need something, a detection method, when it have run, to decide, is it installed, or even before it installed, does it need to be installed because it may be there? So we're going to take that information already now. Blackmagic Raw. I don't know where the main app is. DaVinci Control, API. I would probably go Blackmagic Raw. Maybe this player. Maybe take this one. Did I close the settings? I did. Does it remember the apps? It doesn't. Apps. Installed apps. So which one? DaVinci Resolve. That seems to be the main one. So maybe we should go more for that one. I don't want to uninstall it. Just want to see where is DaVinci Resolve. Where are the main files for that? DaVinci. There was nothing more. I'm just going to go quickly to check. Oh, there is one here too. Oh, the real one seems to be 64-bit, but it installed support files in the other one. Okay, my bad. Qt, is that QuickTime it's using? Anyhow, if there is a main exe file, let's put an asterisk.exe so we see only the exe file. Here's the welcome, SQLite, resolve. For me, this is the main file, who's 600 megabyte. So I would use this as the detection rule at the end to see if this file exists here with the version we install, or newer, because if someone already have newer, we don't want to run and downgrade with this installation, or maybe we won't, but usually not. So I would say we do a shift right click here, copy as path, and I'm going to save, Notepad++ or something, and it's probably going to open with the previous videos. Yeah, FileZilla. I'm just going to paste it here temporary to see that. Yeah, not now, another time. So when in Intune, we're going to check that, hey, does this file exist already before running with the right version? Then, yeah, don't even run it. If it doesn't exist, run it. And once it has finished to run, verify that this file is here. And we also want to check the version, which I hope is going to be 20.2 something, but it doesn't have to be that. So if we go details here, it is file version 20.2.0.30. Okay, so we type that here also, 20.2.0.13. So I think we keep the fact that it's 64-bit software, even though it did install some 32-bit things. So this is the command to install. This is what we're going to check after. And I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to do exit on this one. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to go back to where we have our package, which was, for me, I put all my packages here under Intune packages, and we had some more here. DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to do F2 on this one because I want to rename it. Nearly good, but I want to put in the 0.13. So not that important, but it's just nice to see exactly the version. So we actually have our source. And again, usually I do a little CMD or PowerShell script who put the extra Q there, but we don't have to do that. So this will be something new for you who follow a lot of my videos, all the 2 of you. Okay, cool. So now we're going to transform all the files in the source, all the one file, into an Intune Win file. That's what Win32 app in Intune needs in here. It's going to be a pretty big one because this one is 3 giga, especially since I extracted it from the zip file. So We also need an icon. Not super important, but if you put it in the company portal, let me show quickly. Company portal, whatever icon you put there, it's what user sees. And for me, DaVinci Resolve sounds like a real software people would put in company portal. So this icon here, you don't get that for free, so you have to add that to your package. So let's get that and the tool who turn it into Intune win file. We can start with that, and that I sort of have prepared because you need that each time. It's this tool here, Intune Win app. And I'm recording this early September 2025, and they did an update in August. So yeah, there are many ways to get this. I think it's better to download the zip file. You get the release note and everything. So I'm going to do that. And that was fast because that one is very small. We can extract this one too. We do the same. Extract all. Sure, here we just want one file. So if we go in here in the prep tool, it's this Intune Win app util. So this package, just this PDF takes more than the actual tool. It's very small, 62 kilobyte. Actually, I thought it was 100 something. Maybe they have done it smaller. So we copy this one or cut. And for some reason I have removed my folder. I should have kept that one. I go back to C, my installed packages, DaVinci Resolve. And you don't put that one in the output or the source because we don't need this one upload to Intune. We just need it to create the Intune Win file. And we could run this one now, but I want to go and get the icon. So DaVinci icon, can I steal that from this page? It seems to be this 3 orange, or is that Black Magic Design? Let's see, when we download, they give, oh wait, yeah, you don't see any, oh you do, but they didn't put, they put the default, oh there it is. Yeah, let's take that icon instead. I'll just do Google. And let's do a DaVinci Resolve icon. Transparent would be good also. Yes, one of these. Why not? Wikipedia is a nice place, you know, for rights also. I think this one. You can do better than me, but I do this. PNG, love it. It put itself in my, you remember last time when I did an icon for FileZilla. Now, don't want that. Intune packages, want it in DaVinci Resolve. Same, don't put the icon in source or output because it should not be in the Intune Win file. We're just going to add this one when we are in the Intune console. So I think I prefix all with icon, DaVinci Resolve Studio. I'll remove the studio, could probably keep that. I mean, it's just a name, doesn't matter. That one hopefully looks good. We'll see when we... There could have been round. That's fine. We shouldn't spend too much time on that. So I close this tab. We have downloaded, shouldn't need this one, we'll still keep it. It's going pretty good, better than I thought. We'll see. Something might fail later. Now we need to run this file to create the Intune Win file. It's going to ask 4 questions. Very easy question. Where is the source? What file are you going to run? Where do you want the Intune Win file in the output? And the last question we always going to ask no for, so it's actually 3 questions. I could double click on this one and ask it, but once it finished, it closed so quick, so I prefer to do it in the CMD. And this part you don't have to be admin, but for some reason I always run as admin. Why? Because it's writing into folders where non-admin have permission. So I should not have closed this one. I have to go back to the root. Mine is Intune. If I put Intune on tab, I go directly there. And then it was DaVinci. And actually this time I don't want to go to the source. So if I dir here, I have my Intune Win app. I'm going to clear this one. I'm going to move this one up here so it's easy to see. So we're going to just, you could run this tool with all the parameters and run it once. And I have a video on that as well, but it's easier to just run this one and then it's going to ask, hey, where's the source folder? Well, we happen to know where the source folder is. It's this one. So I'm going to shift right click on this one and just take copy as path, because then I get exactly the path to this one. I could have went in here, copy all this also, but it takes a little longer time. So now you want to specify the setup files. You can take only the file, which I'm going to do, but you can also take the shortcut to the full path to it also. So I'm going to do a fake rename. Press F2, Control A, Control C. So now I have this name, and I'm just going to paste it here. And if you get an error here, it's because this file doesn't exist directly in source. It can be in the subfolder, but you can do the full path to this file also. And it's not so important. If you have an MSI file, you should, if you have multiple files and one of them are MSI, specify that one, because it's going to help you in Intune later. It's going to pre-fill some stuff. If you put an exe file, you don't get so much. It's going to take this name for the Intune Win file and name it. So yeah, that's fine. The output folder, where should it put it? Well, we have created a nice output folder. So I'm going to do the long way. So I'm going to go here. This is the path we want. I can even right click to make and do copy instead of Control C to make it a bit more video friendly, right? So now we have everything. And if there was a space in here, Intune space packages, you have to put quotation. But if there's no space, you don't have to. Catalog folder, that's only for Windows S, which is totally gone. So very rare. I never put yes here. Never heard anyone done it. But if you're running Windows S secure version, then yeah, you can put the yes here. But if not, no. So now when I hit enter, it's going to create this Intune Win file. Where? Well, into our output folder. So it's going to take all the files are in the source folder, which is only one file, and it's this one. And the setup file, you only have to specify one. This is going to take some time, so probably going to fast forward because 3 GB, that's not nothing. So see you when this has been finished. Wow, yeah, definitely took some time. Now I wonder myself the limit of Intune Win file. We are not close, but I know it. One time I thought it was 8 GB. Let me cheat a bit here. Intune Win size limit. Oh, oh no, it's even bigger now. 30 GB. Wow. Okay, that's good because it was, I think it was 8 GB at one time. And there have been some Adobe apps who are really huge, but now 30 GB. Okay, yeah, that, who knows? If you want to do like what's called the Olama local LLM AI, those could actually be larger than 30 GB, but 30 GB, very generous. Okay, so now if we look, so this one is finished. And the Intune Win file normally is not smaller, yeah. So it took the name of the source file, so we have it. So it's probably going to take some time to upload. I have pretty good connection though, so not that long time. Let me see, speed test, how my connection is today. I'm in France, so it's gonna maybe show it in French. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna, but you're gonna get it. Sure, allow. So the ping is good. The download seems very bad if it's really 0. I doubt that. No. Download, but we don't care now because we're gonna upload. So I don't care so much that the download is good. I want to see how good is my upload. Yes, here comes the upload. It's good. It's good. The upload is very, very good too. Okay, so it's probably not going to take that long time. So we go to intunemicrosoft.com or my favorite, see if I remember it. Yes, I do. aka.ms for Montserrat. It's an island. They own that. It's the same as... not so far away from there, there's a domain.ai, Antigua and Barbuda, who owns that, and they are winning a lot of money because people want to have their company name .ai. Same here, MS for Microsoft. And en for Intune. So that's the fastest way I know to get to this console. Then intune.microsoft.com is not that difficult to remember, right? But pretty cool to say aka.ms/en. Huh, okay, this I want to read another day. Let's do our package. So we go under apps, and then we go, well, we're going to package for Windows. And in previous videos, we have packaged all this. So that's what I mentioned. And we have a lot of videos on this channel. So let's do create. Select app type. Well, we want it as a Win32 app, also, always when you have an Intune Win file. And select, and we're going to select the file, but it's not going to upload until we have finished this long wizard. But we have done most of the work. This is going to go fairly quick. So in the output, again, it remember FileZilla, my bad, DaVinci Resolve, output, and here it is. But it's not going to, here it says it's 2.8. Okay, trust that. Here comes a bit of data. It's not that important, right? But it's nice to have it naming standard. Don't put version number here. There's another one. I'm going to call this DaVinci Resolve. Description is important if you get it in company service. So you can call DaVinci Resolve used for video editing. I don't know actually, but I thought it was something like that. And you can do bold and everything, but yeah, I don't want to focus on that on this video. Publisher though, do I still have? Let's put Blackmagic Design. I don't know exactly how they write there. Probably capital here. Blackmagic. I don't know if this is correct. This can be fixed after. Version number, however, we know it's 20.2.0.13. App category. Well, I haven't added any. I would say this photo media, maybe. Development and design. Put both of these. Not so important. I'm not using. Featured. That would be if I want it really highlighted to say like, hey, this is a very common app. I would, at my company GBN, this wouldn't be something that I would highlight. Notes. It's very good to put something. I'm going to put John Brunt. And I put today's date, and we are 11th September 2025. Here comes the image. You're not forced. You know, there's no red asterisk. You're not forced. But if you put in company portal, which I think I'm going to do, then I think it's important. And here's our image. We'll see how it looks. Oh, it looks lovely. Love it. Okay, nice. Then go next. Here comes the interesting, because usually you see here, I have before done a PowerShell script. No, not this time. See if my Windows V is still here. One of my favorite. It is. No, it's not. Well, I turn it on now. So it starts to remember what I copied, because I have already copied the file name, which if we go back to source, this is the one we want to, no, wait. I don't even go to there. We have put everything here. So this is the command we said we wanted to run. So now, since I've done this a few times, I'm unsure if I need to put a dot backslash. You know what? I'm going to do a little cheating and ask. Perplexity AI. Let's say uploaded a Intune Win file to Microsoft. Intune. It got only one file named. Do I still have it? There. And I want to add the switch to it. What do I fill into? What's the name? Install command, right? Install command. Install command to run it. And my guess it's going to give what we said, but I was hesitating if you need to do a dot or something. Yes. Uh, yeah, that's true. S and silent could have worked too, but didn't help me so much. Oh, okay. It says put there. I was hesitating. Sometimes you need to put a dot or something to put the path. Okay, I think we're good. If AI approve this, we haven't added any uninstall command. We could. Let's do this a good video. Uninstall command we can find in registry. And I have shown this in other videos. I don't know if I favorite. I did not favorite it. Okay, that's fine. I think I know by heart. So you go HK local machine, software, Microsoft, and then it is Windows, I think. Windows, current version, and under here it should be uninstall. Yes. So all that we see, oh, I haven't closed, all that we see here are read from the registry. I should do a video about that because you can change everything what you want here or add your own apps. So down here, since if it's not an MSI, you're going to see it here. But it looked like ours actually were MSI. So it's one of these. Well, I could go through them all. There are not that many. If not, if you have a huge list, I would say find and you put in DaVinci. Well, both works. I'm just going to go here, 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 here. DaVinci Resolve was this one. The good version. Oh, actually, they put it 0013. That's fine. Here's the uninstall string. I don't think... Well, I want to uninstall actually on mine so we can test that it works when we push it later. So I'm going to run this one, but I don't see it being silent. So if we just run this command, and this is the MSI GUID, are you sure you want to uninstall? No, because you can't send this command to Intune because no one is there to click yes or no. It has to be silent. So we should be able to do QN. It's a bit dangerous because it might restart my machine. We could add something like no restart, but let's see this happen. So now the QN means quiet and no, don't show me anything. Let's see if, well, I see on the mouse it's doing something. Let's see if it is actually removing. Oh, it's gone, but I'm not sure it's going to remove Blackmagic Raw components and all that if they are separated. So we maybe have. This one is still there. It should be gone. Oh, wait. Let me do a refresh. Oh, it's gone. So the uninstall line worked, but it looks like the black... If I really wanted to uninstall, I had to do multiple. And for doing that, you would have to do a PowerShell script. So I'm going to be lazy and just put this one here, QN. So I'm just going to uninstall the biggest part of it. If you do this in production, I would do a PowerShell script for uninstall. But uninstall is used so rarely. Okay, anyhow, installation time, I usually reduce that a lot. But now when seeing, so most of my apps, I have 15 minutes because if they take longer time than 15 minutes to install, this one is large. This is installation time, so it doesn't require when you download. So you don't get penalized. I'm actually going to add this to 2 hours. I think 20 minutes would be enough though. Allow to uninstall? Well, since we have filled this in, I'm going to keep that yes. Install behavior, very important that you keep it system. User would be if you installed into your user profile. So definitely do, well, no specific action, but it didn't restart my machine when I manually installed it. So hopefully it shouldn't. Success code we don't touch. I think we can go a bit faster now. Requirement. I mean, this is fairly new. We could have, install only on this system and everything, but no, you can install on all. Minimum operating system. Depends what you have. I have only new ones, so I'm going to put here, but I think it's not a bad idea. If you have only Windows 11, you could be nice guy and put here. Then require. Usually I don't fill in this, but I think this is a good one. Now I uninstalled it. That was a bit stupid. If not, I could have seen how much. But didn't it take... Oh, no, that was another one. Well, if you don't have 3 gigabyte, you are smoked. So we can at least put 3000 megabyte, probably more. But if the machine doesn't have that, you don't even have to try to install. I argue that we need a lot more. I put 3000, but I think there's no wrong putting 5000. Actually, yeah, let me put 5000. So 5 gigabyte, because you need 3 to just download, and then I don't know when you get rid of and install the rest. So 5 gigabyte probably needed. Big. And maybe this software, I didn't check the requirements. Maybe you need to have a pretty good memory to run it and then put something there too. I'm not going to do that here, but yeah, there's no idea to install a software that after you can't run because you don't have the enough memory. Detection role, the most important, especially for the one who put the comment to see this video. Here is where we have to see if it works. So we're going to do manually configuration rule, then click add. You have 3 options. We could use the MSI. I'm not a big fan of MSI any longer. To install, yes, but not to use as detection rule. You can check in the registry, totally fine, but we are prepared for file write. So we want to see if this, I don't think we need a quotation in this specific one. Probably doesn't hurt, but we want to see if resolve is there, and we can't use the whole string. I'm going to paste, because path, but resolve is the file we look for, so I'm going to put that as file, and I don't think we need the backslash here either. So it's going to go, once it have installed, it's going to, before it says if it's success or not, it's going to go to this folder, check that this file exists, but I'm not fine that it's only this file and folder exists. This would work, but I want to know that this resolve is actually our version also. So I'm going to ask it for string version operator. We could say equal to our version, but I'm fine if someone have a newer also. Then don't try to install ours. So greater than or equal. And I'll remember it was 20.2.0.13, but we have it here also. Yes. So this is the version. It has to be that version or newer. If it's newer, don't even try to install. I think that's a good part. If this would have been 2-bit app like x86, we could have thought about this, but no, we can keep this one no. So for me, this one's going to work. And dependency, this one actually had the dependency. We saw it was a visual something 2013 plus C++ or something. We could have had that to install before, but says that is included. Yeah, I'm being lazy here. That would probably be the good dependency to have that installed before, but this package take care of it, so why bother? Supersedes we don't use. Scope tags we don't use. Assignment, since I spoke about the company portal, and that's a good way for videos also, so even when it's not company portal, I usually put it there. So where do you put in required? That means you just push it, no questions asked. Uninstall, if we want to run the uninstall. Available, that's where you put if you want in the company portal. That's what I want. I want it for all devices, but I still want to use one of my groups. Since it's only for Windows, I think I have a GBM Windows group. Yeah, GBM all Windows devices. My machine, the one I'm packaging on, is in that group. Then there is this show a toast notification. I actually remove that when it's required because I don't want people to see it. So I usually put hide. When it's in available, I keep it on. It's nice. I'm going to do a video about PS App Deployment Toolkit. Then I'm going to disable the toast notification because then that takes care of notification. But since I'm just running that file hidden, I like this one. Okay, let's go next. Let's create. And now it's probably going to take some time because now it's going to upload 2.86 gigabytes. So let's let's fast forward, and when this is finished, we come back and we're gonna test this. Now it's close. If it's not gonna do that classic, it reach 100% and still not finish. Okay, 100% complete means 100% complete. Apparently no. Or, nope, it says not ready. The easiest way to see is if you don't have, well, it says here now also, but if you don't have any blue underlining, that means, well, it says 100% complete, but okay. I know 100% doesn't mean 100% for computers, which is a bit annoying, right? So that means it's probably 100% complete uploaded, but they are still doing, you know, maybe putting all the pieces together or adding some data. So yeah, I think a better message would be upload is complete, 100% completed. Now start a new process. But okay, should be there soon. Ah, finished. So now if I, and this one says not ready, don't trust it. Oh, actually it did a refresh. I thought you had to change. So we're good now. If we needed to change something like publisher, because it's not black, it may be space black magic design or altogether, no problem to change. And if we needed to change the assignment. Okay, so I'll probably have to make you wait a bit more, but I'm going to fast forward that because I don't think it's going to show up here directly. I'm going to do a sync, but it's probably going to take some time. So I'll post the video and come back when it's visible in company portal. Okay, it took a bit of time, not so much actually. I've seen a lot worse. What, 20 minutes, maybe less. So here we have, during that time, I manually were installing updates. That's not at all what I wanted to show, but yeah, apps, come on. Okay, because I'm in system, well, I have apps right there. I manually uninstalled the two apps that was Blackmagic something and something something. So it's no longer there. So now comes the big test. And that might take time too, since it's 3 GB, but I think it's going to go fine. So let's install and install. Hope that works, that we get the DaVinci Resolve, and even better, that it says that it's successful. So here you see downloading, and I like that it says installing, but no, it's not installing. If we were looking at the logs, which thinking it takes so long time to download, maybe we have time to look at the logs also. Okay, a bit extra. Was a while ago since I look at the logs, but we know that they are, and if this one finished before I stop this initiative, but if we go to see program data, then we have Microsoft. Let me click on it. Strange. Okay. Microsoft. What about now? No, doesn't let me click on it. Is my recording? Very strange. Okay. Is it because of the installation? Intune management extension. Can I click now? What's happening? Okay. Logs. Can I click here in the files? No. Okay, let me copy this one, open a new one. Is that a bug because I was running some updates? If I go here now, oh, here I can click. Okay, no idea what's happened with that window previous there. Let's say we want app workload. No, this one is usually interesting. Let's see if we, and I have, let's see, I have installed open with, no, I don't have. Okay, let me just open it in Notepad then. Usually I have another tool to Look, this one is pretty difficult to read. So difficult that I'm gonna install one of my packages that I have, and I have a video on that. It's the CM Trace one. Intune packages. No, I don't have it here. I have it in my self-service. I could have installed it. Okay. Never mind. If you have a log tool, we could see what's happening here. Oh, I went back to the bad one. Because here's the logs. We have app workload. That's FileZilla. I have to scroll to the bottom. Do we have some data here? DaVinci code, I see something. Download in progress. Okay, so it's still downloading progress. Yeah, this is not a good tool. And while we're waiting for the down, well, now it's gonna run. Now I have other videos where you can read what's happening, but now it's finished 100%. If I reopen this one, it should probably say that it's finished. It's hard to read this way. I assume it started to install. So the logs are here, but yeah, we have another video for that. Let's follow this one. Let's see. The best way is maybe to see if they're coming up something here. Nope, not yet. So now it's running. Yeah, here's the text that showed up. Could have done that more beautiful as well. Here is the manufacturer. Here's the name. Here's the version. That looks pretty nice though. Installing. So it had downloaded the files. Most likely they are somewhere under, we'll see, C Windows. And do we have date modify? Sometimes they're in the no, not in the IME cache, right? Could be here. Could be here actually. IME cache, health script. Yeah, there are some files here, but I don't have permission to go in. Intune wants to control that. Totally understand that. So let's do a refresh here. This one is usually interesting. We can read the end of this one, see if we can see something happening. Job, of course, they speak with ID and not name. Here is the file. It's running. Yeah, it's too difficult to read here. So I prepared a better log tool. CM Trace is the best tool to read. Have we seen anything coming up? Yes, yes. So, but the most important thing is that it's going to say success. To me, it should definitely say success. Why? Because our detection rule here, I'm going to see if this file exists with this version. Let's see if it's there. Oh. Installed successfully. We got success. And we can reinstall. We should even have an uninstall. Do I have to come back to it or something? If I click on reinstall, or should be uninstall. Well, that wasn't the topic of this video. And you can share this one and ask to people. So if I just copy this link here. Oh, is that new QR code? Oh, cool. Did not know that. Cool. But we can copy this link and you could send it in email, or if you do a, let me close the company portal, then you do a Windows R for run and you paste this link and it's going to start here as company portal. And if you run this, look what's happened. It start company portal and goes directly to this app. And that code was per app, of course, to share. You could send it in an email, do a link and click, and people get here if you're like, hey, if you want to install DaVinci Resolve. Perfect. Long video, still a lot shorter than I thought, strangely. And the, if we waited a long time, because Intune is a bit slow on that, we would get the stats here. So we know it's installed because we have seen it, but it's going to show up success here, but it's going to take, well, probably need to sync first, and then the server have to, it's not that responsive because Intune is made to manage, millions of devices. So usually you don't care when for just one, but we actually really care. Would have been nice to see, but we know it's installed. I never started a real app. Let's hit here. I never used it, and I don't think this machine have the resources needed because this is a virtual machine actually I'm running on. Yeah, I might kill the resources on this one. Yeah, you need a GPU, so you would definitely put in some hardware requirement. You remember I spoke about that, and it's not too late. I can still do it. So requirements here. So you should put like, you could put additional for GPU, but you could put the speed, minimum processor, as this is software that you can't install on a weak virtual machine who doesn't have a GPU. But the software did install. That was the goal of this video. And for you who have followed my videos, yeah, you can be lazy like me if you don't want to create the script, which usually takes half of my video. But I know a lot of you like that also, so I'm probably still going to keep the script part, but you can just upload the file, put all. But if you needed, add, copy an extra shortcut, some else delete the file or copy in an extra config file, then I would not recommend to do everything in the install command. But yeah, nice way. So I'm not going to make this video any longer. Hope you got anything out of this video, and see you in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you very much.